Hello, beautiful people. Okay. Morning. Wakey, wakey. I don't like it when my lips are dry. Okay, good morning. Ew, my phone wants to fall. I hope I want it to be far from me. Look at the hair I made. Guys, I am on a weight loss journey. Can you see the collarbone? I hope that's how they pronounce it anyway. The bone is showing, and my neck is somehow thin, looking lean somehow, and I'm liking it so far, guys. So I want to talk about high blood pressure today, and I'm using myself as a case study, guys. I've been having high blood for like 2 to 3 years now. And when I went to the hospital, the results I had was so amazing. Like I was so happy, and I'm doing this video to give God the glory, to give God Almighty the glory. So I just thought I should share my progress with all of you guys. And in this video, I'm also going to share what I do in a day to day, to be able to lower my blood pressure. And I'll share a little bit of what I did in the past that even brought me to this place, you know, of having low metabolism and all those things I'm going to share. That is why I just choose to come live. So if you are on this live, please click the subscribe button and welcome to this live. My name is Elsie Ekana. So if you can hear me, please let me know in the comments. Can you hear me? Just type I can hear you in the comments so that I'll know that this mic is working, please. Just if you can hear me, type I can hear you. Comment I can hear you so that I know that this mic is working. Okay. If you can hear me, please let me know. Let me know. Let me know. First of all, I'll say that it's been a while. I've not been live. So I'm so happy to be here. I miss you guys so much. I love doing live because I feel I don't get to, if I'm on live, I don't get to, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I think I need to pin the title. Anyway, let's proceed. If you can hear me, please let me know. Tell me in the comment that you can hear me. just comment that you can hear me. Can you hear me? Kelechi, can you hear me? Am I loud and clear? Kelechi, can you hear me? Am I loud and clear? Can I okay, okay. Thank you, Kelechi. You're welcome to my life. My name is Elsie, and I'm so happy to have you here. Thank you so much. Okay, so on this live, I please subscribe. Kelechi, please subscribe and press the like button. Thank you. So on this live, I want to share my testimony. I'm so happy to share my testimony and what God has done in my life. So the main reason why I even created this YouTube channel was for me to use myself as an example, you know, you know, just share my what I did, that was actually wrong and how I have improved so far so that I just wish you all not to make those mistakes. Some of the mistakes I make, basically, that's I had to pray to God and God helped me to fix them. So that is the basis for me even creating this YouTube channel, just to share my stories. So guys, happy having high blood for like since 2022, and I never knew I had high blood pressure. I never knew I had high blood pressure, so I I was just going on doing my normal thing, just until one fateful night when I can't even want to remember that night because it was so horrible. I was so scared. I was literally begging for God, to give me a second chance. Like, I can't even wish that kind of experience to happen to anyone. Like, I was so scared. Thank God I had one of my friend that was in the house that night with me. I was literally gasping for air. It was as if something was choking me. I could not breathe. I was gasping for air, trying to, like something like something like that. So I I sometimes when I remember those, that night, I I somehow feel scared. It was not a good experience, but I was like, God, if you give me a second chance, like, I was praying, and guess what? Because God is there, is a merciful God. He showed me mercy, and he now, gave me another chance, which I so love him. In fact, I am indebted to God forever. I, I thank him. So the next morning, I had to, I was shocked. I did not even have a lot of money with me. I didn't have cash, but I just had to go to the hospital because, and another thing I need to point out in this video is that I was in this school of thought that you need to be really sick before you get to the hospital. But no, I was wrong. You don't need to be sick, like sick until you can't walk for you to go to the hospital. You can still be healthy and you just want to know how your body works. And You go to the hospital. You just want to go for checkups. You go to the hospital. You just want to know how you're doing. You know, and you go to the hospital. You don't need to be down to go to the hospital. I was in that school of thought, but I was wrong. So the next day I went to the hospital, and when I went to the hospital, I don't know where you're watching me from, but I'm in Nigeria. So if you know, in Nigeria, when you get your card, the first thing they want to do is to check your blood pressure, and they literally tie the stuff around your arm area, and palm, and some, and just to get your blood pressure. And to my greatest surprise, my blood pressure was very high. That I was scared. Even the nurses were scared. They were like, "You're such a young girl. Why will you have this kind of blood pressure?" Like they were even feeling bad for me. They were scared for me. And somehow I was scared, but I didn't know how to navigate navigate my way out. I didn't know how, all because all those things they say sound foreign to me. So I was lost at some point. So all the matron, all the nurses, doctors, they were like, when I get to this department, or when I go to this department, my you know they will start panicking, like, your blood pressure is too high, you're too young, your blood pressure is too high. All this happened around 2022. So, and another thing was that they said that I was too young, because at that time I was like 24 years to 25 years. So they said I was too young to to be placed on blood pressure medication. They said I was too young, so they cannot give me the blood pressure medication. And if I depend on the blood medication, I am going to be on the blood pressure medication all my life. That was what they said, that they can't. I should just go to the house, I should just go home and figure how to navigate, out my way out. So when I came back, I didn't know, but they said that I was overweight also. They pointed that to me, that I was overweight, because then I was weighing like close to 100. I was weighing close to 100. So they said I was overweight. So I should do something, about my weight also. That was the number one. And I think, yeah, number one thing they told me. So when I came back, I had to start figuring my way out. And as at that time, my blood pressure was 198. Yes, it was 198 instead of 120. So it was 198. And I came back. It wasn't easy as an African girl. We have a lot of African nice delicacy we eat. We have, I know, there are a lot of things we eat that I've eaten them all my life. So it wasn't easy for me to remove them. It wasn't easy for me to remove them out from my diet. We love swallow. We loved eating. We all love eating good foods, you know, but it was really a struggle. Yeah, it was really a struggle, and I had to pray, guys. I cannot remove the fact that prayer did a great work for me. Yes, prayer did a I'll say the greatest part, you know, of this journey, you know, I can literally attribute it to prayer. Prayer helped me because there was time I was like, this is too much. You cannot eat solid like Gary. You cannot eat Gary. There are a lot of things you can't eat, and we love food that are tasty. We love spices like Maggi. We love salt, tasty food. It wasn't really easy, and I'm this kind of person I am an emotional eater. If I'm depressed, I eat. If I'm going through heartbreaks, heartaches, I eat. If I'm not happy, I eat. I'm an emotional eater. Like, I literally eat for a living. So I'm this kind of person that, if, like, for example, if I cook my soup, like if I cook soup, if that soup doesn't finish, my mind will not rest. Or if I have, any food in the house, if I don't eat it, almost all, I won't rest. I love eating, and another thing is that, then, which was a very bad habit, I eat it to all, like I eat it to the fullest, like to satisfaction. If I don't feel weak, tired, and almost cannot breathe, that means I've not even started eating it. So, like, for instance, I'm this kind of person that I can finish this at a go. This is what I'm trying to say. I can finish this. It's not open. It's not even half. It's full, and it says this is 1 liter. I hope you can see 1 liter, and I can finish it at a sitting. Like right now, I'm that. I was that kind of person, not now. So that is what I was trying. So I eat for a living. Like, if I'm not happy, I eat. If I'm broke, I eat. All those things. So not until when that happened. I and another thing, mhm, the science I was having then. The science was like up to, I think, 2 years before I noticed. Now I don't really know how long I have had this high blood pressure. I don't know. But I noticed that I was constantly, before I went to the hospital, I noticed that I was constantly feeling weak and tired. Body pain, like, I'm not just saying mild but body pains, severe body pains. Like, if I go to bed, you sleep all through the night. You were supposed to, a normal human being is supposed, and if you have a good night's sleep, you were supposed to wake up, light, sweet. You were supposed to wake up, with, you know please like this video, and subscribe to this YouTube channel for more videos like this. I'm not seeing any comments here. I'm not seeing any comments here. Okay. So you were supposed to wake up, relief, very light, easy going. But I noticed that one, you know, one common thing I noticed then was that I will always wake up very tired, very weak. All my body will be like will be in pains, they're using as if at night um they were using sticks to hit all my body. And I noticed severe joint pains, and I was having severe chest pains as if one was inside me. That was what I noticed then, before the whole scenario happened, and I went to the hospital the next day. So coming back, I started navigating, doing going back and forth, trying to remove salt, sodium basically from my diet. It wasn't easy, but I kept on praying for strength. I kept on praying for strength, kept on praying for God to help me. And yesterday, to the glory of God, yesterday when I went to the hospital, and I'm losing weight right now. I'm still on my weight loss journey that I will maybe as time goes on, I will share the journey with all of you guys so that if you want to help or if you want to join, you can join me. It's so when I went to the hospital last yesterday, day before yesterday, maybe 2 days ago, that was on Friday when I went to the hospital, and they gave me this, and they said that although it is not completely reduced, but I had 198, but now I'm having 157. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know how. I don't know how to, but I don't know how to make it, but it's 157, from 198 down to 157. That was when I knew that, okay, whatever I'm doing, I think it's working. It's working, right? Remember, I've had this for like God knows how long. But when I went to the hospital, it was 2022. So, but I think because I was having those signs, so I think I had it, you know, years before I even went to the hospital. So, and it's going to take, a little, quite some time for it to come down to normal permanently. But now seeing this result, I feel so blessed. I feel happy, and I thank God for saving me. I know that He is the Alpha and the Omega, meaning He is the beginning and the end. He has started this journey with me, and I know He will finish. He is the finisher. So, but seeing this result, this great result, I am so happy, and I thought I should share this. So from today henceforth, I'm going to share what I do on daily basis to bring it down. I am going to share step by step what I eat, and along the line I knew that what I eat contributed to my well-being and to my health for, like, let's say maybe 90%. So it simply means that previously my diet was not put together. I wasn't eating healthy. I wasn't eating clean, but now I am eating clean now because I don't want to die. I want to live long, so I don't want to die. So I'm eating clean, and I'm doing some form of physical activity to help me going. So I'm trying to somehow, you know, lose weight and grow muscle. That is you know, what I am doing, my projects now. So I thought I should share what I eat. And another thing is that I don't eat as much for like 2 years now. I don't eat as much as I do then. Yeah. I try to reduce so I try to reduce the amount of food that I try so much, and so hard to reduce the quantity. And I make sure I eat green and clean. Yes, I I thought I should share this and basically share my testimony. I'm so happy, guys, and I pray that God will perfect it. And another thing I've learned on this journey is that what I'm doing now is not just for dieting, just for dieting sake. No, this is now my new life. It's more of a lifestyle. It's me now. So I'm not saying, okay, I'm not eating Gary again. And maybe after when my blood pressure is reduced completely, I'll now still go back and start eating. No, I have banish. I have banished those food permanently. Yes, I'm not going to indulge, you know, in them anymore. I can't touch them anymore. So all what have changed in my life are gone for good. I'm not going to eat them anymore like Gary, like food, especially food that are high in sodium. It's a red flag for me. Food that are high in carbs, it's a red flag for me. I'm not going to, you know, eat any food that are high in carbs and high in sodium. It's a no for me. And time to time, I do some of home workout, exercise, some of those. So that is it. So I will be sharing my day to day, what I do, how I'm doing it, what I eat on this channel for you guys to learn. Um, Another thing, you can ask me any question you want to ask me. I'll be very happy to answer if you can hear me clearly. Another thing is that I thought that drinking, soda, drinking all those things, eating white bread, I can eat a loaf that is big as this my hand at a sitting. I was thinking all those were enjoyment. Little did I know that it was never enjoyment. It was actually killing me. It was actually harmful to my system. That's not enjoyment. If you're in this, WhatsApp group that you eat until your food, you almost cannot breathe well and you think it's enjoyment. No, that's not enjoyment. You're killing yourself slowly. And another thing I learned on this journey is that you need to too much eating, everything in this life. And if you want to stay healthy, you need to be able to balance. Yes, you do not. For example, sodium is good. Salt is good to your body. Is in fact it is very good to your system, to your body. But taking it too much, it's bad. It ends with high blood pressure. You get it now. So The same thing with frequent eating. When you do not give your body rest to process, you know, the previous one that you've eaten, you do not give your body, time to figure out what to do with it, it becomes bad. You understand? So that is it. So too much eating, everything in this life calls for balance, right? So too much eating, doing everything too much, it is bad. It's bad. Yes, and terrible, and can, you know, end up, you know, end up, doing you harm. It can even take your life, right? So that is why I thought I should share some of these things, because I did not really have someone that could come to my level as at that time to explain things for me word for word for me to understand. I didn't know. For instance, um if they say, you know, if they say take 4,700 potassium in a day, I didn't know what that means. I did not know what that means at all. I didn't know what that means. You know, I didn't know, I didn't have that opportunity. I didn't have anybody that can explain it word for word for me to understand. So I am here to teach you, and using at the same time using myself as a case study, as an example for you guys to, understand more better. So that is it. I am so happy to share this testimony, guys. I'm so happy, and I give God the glory. I am so happy because God, my experience then, I'll somehow sometimes I'll be very scared. I'll feel as if I'll feel as if, I'm going to die. I was going to die anytime soon. Then I'll feel as if, how will I, how did I get at this point to this point? How did I get to this point? Huh? I was literally asking myself question, but something in keeps always telling me there is always a way. And that has been my mentality. That situation bet this mentality that I have, that even in the pit, even in that pit, there is always a way. There is always a way out, guys. That is my mentality now because of that situation. So I something in me keep believing that there is always a way. There is always a way, and that you know I kept on pressing, pressing. And that is my mentality now, guys. So in anything you might not be going through tough time in the area of health, it might be marital issues, it might be family issues, it might be job issues. But I am here to tell you that there is always the way out. You just need to keep believing. You don't need to lose hope. Imagine if I had lost hope, you know. So there is always a way. This is a reminder to you guys. Don't lose your faith, guys. Don't lose your faith. Don't lose your faith. Keep pushing, keep pressing. God, God is always there. Yes, He will do it. Yeah, God is always there. Do not lose your faith. Do not lose your hope. There is always a way. I do not want you to feel as if, you know, maybe your life has ended. You don't have any hope again. No, don't feel that. There is always a way. God is in control. God is in control, guys. I thought I should share this video with you guys. I'm so happy to share this video, to share this my testimony with you guys. So I love you all. Remain blessed. I am Elsie Ekano. I love you guys so much. Bye bye. Bye bye.